And then the first person on the pound gets sick. That dorm gets quarantined, shut down. They're not going to chow. They're not going to rec. You know, whenever you're in prison, you know, you got a chow hall, you know, and everybody walks to chow dorm by dorm. And whenever there's a dorm, if there's like a stabbing or if they're wilding out or like there's a riot popping off over there, if they want to isolate the conflict, they can lock down just that one dorm. And then they'll send like the food service workers with big carts with the trays of food on it to that dorm so they can feed the dorm in the dorm. Or if they're in a T building, like a 2-man cell. Or if they're like in an open bay dorm, you know what I mean, they line up and they get their trays and just eat at the bunk, whatever. So this dorm with the person that got sick, they quarantined it. They shut them down because they want to isolate, you know, COVID-19 from spreading throughout the compound. They're sending back the trays back to that dorm. So that's like the first day. And then all of a sudden the next day, and then a person in another dorm sick. And then they quarantine that dorm. And they begin to like empty out one dorm. And now they're emptying out all the people in this dorm, and now that's the isolated quarantine dorm. So now the people who are getting sick or even have symptoms of a fever, they're removing them from their dorm and they're sending them to the quarantine dorm. So they're trying to isolate the outbreak of COVID-19 in this one specific dorm. You know, that's their process, that's their procedure of what they're trying to do to contain COVID-19 in the prison. And of course, they're following protocol and whatever procedures they're getting from, you know, the upper authority in Tallahassee and the state of Florida and things like that. But we all know as the convicts, the inmate population, that no matter what they try to do, they're not going to be able to stop, you know, this freaking, you know, pandemic from spreading throughout the entirety of the prison. I mean, we all live in the same dorm. We all go to the same exact places. No such thing as quarantine in prison at all. I don't care how hard you try. But now it gets serious, because they shut down the entire compound. No chapel, no rec, no canteen, no visitation. Whenever they cancel visitation from like people's families and loved ones and wives and kids coming in to see them, yo, it's serious. It's either a huge like, you know, riot going on the compound, huge type of security risk. Something's like got to be super serious for them to cancel visitation. So when they shut down visitation, they don't want no people coming in, you know, who has COVID-19 to continue to spread, you know what I mean, the pandemic throughout, you know, the prison. So we know it's serious. You know, they completely shut down and quarantine every single dorm and everything on the prison compound. So this is literally